Presently, I am at the Kurunegala district, in an area known as Mavatagama, maybe around 10 kilometers from the Kurunegala town. It is all right round, it's all coconut estates. My father also worked in these areas many years ago. My late father, he was a superintendent. This is a beautiful area when one looks at it. And still the glamour is still there. But once the highway comes, I don't know whether all this will be lost. Presently, I like to speak on COVID-19 known as Chinese virus, and was it the correct decision to lock down countries and to bring the whole world economy into a negative state, or would it have been better, like the United States, to open the economy out and let COVID take its course and let the vulnerable pass away? This is a question that historians will have to answer in the future. Was it the right decision to lock down countries like some nations did and got their economies into negative and brought immense hardships to their people plus a lot of poverty to the world? Or like the United States, like Trump said, open out the economy and let COVID take its course? Because one must not forget, when people are infected with COVID and when they recover, their body immunity becomes active immunity, and that way they don't spread the disease again, and they the virus that is in the atmosphere or in their area is destroyed by their own body itself. This is a known fact. So in the future only, historians will have to answer that question: was it the correct step that nations took to lock down their countries and control COVID, or like the United States, would have been better to open out the economy and let COVID run its course? And this way, when the majority of people will get infected by it and build up then automatically that is much better than passive immunity like a vaccine. The vaccine is not that so effective like one gets the disease and gets immunity in the body itself. So these are questions that historians in the future will have to answer. And at the present moment, the rapid antigen test is a very good test, because that way one can know whether one has got the infection and got cured, and one has built up COVID-19 virus resistance in one's body. This way one can go anywhere. Even it can be used as in the passport to travel anywhere. One has built up immunity. But even in countries like Sri Lanka, we don't have it freely available, because in the rapid antigen test, if the test shows IgG, that means one has got infected and one has recovered and built antibodies. And one is IgM, that is one is having the infection in the body, and one must take precautions and quarantine oneself. And if one doesn't have IgM or IgG, that means one is not got the infection. So these are all, it's a very simple test which can, just like diabetes, it can be done. It's just a prick of blood, and within 15 minutes one gets the result. So one may say, has this COVID-19 been blown up into proportions beyond that make people scared of it? It is the press that must have done it. But COVID-19 known as Chinese virus, and one must not forget that when we do a COVID test, we cannot say whether we got the first COVID or the second COVID, but the test will show the present is the COVID-19 and the present known as Chinese virus. So we take it as COVID-19. So on the whole, when you go to see, sometimes future historians might write that mankind made a very big mistake in closing down or locking down their economies. They should have allowed the economies to run normally, and this way the economic disaster would have not hit the world, because now it is all minus growth in the whole world, or in other words, wealth has been lost. Anyway, now countries like Sri Lanka and India, all they know that you can't close down an economy and run a country. You have to face up to COVID and run parallel with it, and face the challenges of COVID and open the economy. That way you won't have economic issues. Well, I have to wear the mask now still because of the COVID. But companies like Pfizer and all say by December the vaccine will be available. So that means by January, February, COVID will be written into the history books of man. But it will be left to see if people will accept the vaccine. So there can be a vaccine also, but still thousands may die by not accepting it. But on the whole, 2021 will be a year where COVID will be written into the history books of medicine. With this, I will close.